We are go for stream, and I am go for taking more Dayquil. I just did. I took more Dayquil. I can't take more for another 4 hours, or bad things happen. Yeah, don't want to overdose. Don't want to overdose on cold and flu medicine. So, yeah, I'm still sick, but I'm well enough to stream, and I think I'm well enough to do D&D tonight. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. Let's see the Dayquil. What? Dayquil, it's medicine. I've been sick since, like, Friday. Just... And I'm still sick. I'm not back to 100% yet. I feel kind of ooky. But I'm here. I've been taking various pills. I think the NyQuil, actually, has been doing more than the Dayquil. I have had to sleep with a sweater on for the past several days because I have been freezing to death. But anyway, we're gonna unwind today with a nice slow-paced simulator. Not like Gas Station Sim, which had us always moving, never stopping. Never stopping, never breaking our stride, on a never-ending cavalcade of chores. No, this game is much more laid back. Never-ending of tanking? I'll explain the game a little bit. So, well, first of all, is this gonna cap? Oh. Okay, there we go. Yes, it is. It is gonna capture. Okay, so Tank Mechanic Simulator is... It's not so much these tanks just rolled in off the battlefield. It's more like I dug them out of the ground. Here, let me show you. Alright, so, this is my workshop. This is where the tanks are formed. This over here... Let me show you what I've done with this game so far. Because I have played this a little bit off-stream. Only a little bit, though. This screen usually takes a minute to load. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, as you can see, I've done a little bit off camera. I have a fully assembled Tiger 1. I believe this is a... Yeah, this is a fully assembled IS-2. A fully assembled Mouse. Yes, Mouse. Fully assembled Panther. Half-track. The, Panzer III. Panzer IV. Another Panzer III, but without the side skirts. This is a Panzer II. The Stug. a Goliath. That's a fun one. And my personal favorite, the King Tiger. This is literally my favorite tank. I love this tank. It is beautiful. It is 99.9%. Why aren't you perfect? Why are you not perfect? Why is the oil cap still rusted? You are supposed to be beautiful! I keep all of you in pristine condition, and this is what you do to me! Be better! So as you can see, I take this collection very, very seriously. You're going in the workshop. Workshop slot number 2, please. All of these are in pristine condition, and all of these run. Every single vehicle in here runs, including the mouse. Which, here, let me show you. Let's switch the engine on. And yes, you can drive it. It's the loudest thing in here, by the way. Or, well, it might be. Tiger 1's pretty loud. Yes, you can drive it. You can drive everything in here. And operate the gun, because we have a range that we can take them out to, and... What is that? Do you all think I'm fucking around here? Your friend is gone. I expect you all to be in perfect condition. And this is the thanks I get. You are at 99.5. How is this happening? How is this happening? You were all supposed to be perfect, especially you. You! My pride and joy. The beautiful. There's only 2 of those in the world, you know. And I have the one that runs. Just remember, you can all be replaced. I think we might keep the music on for this one. All right, replacement tech. Good to have you here. So Rocket Sherman. Very nice, very nice. Condition 100%. Yes, you're beautiful. I would expect nothing less from anything in my collection. Good, good, good. Has Foxhole done the update? Yes, Foxhole did do the update. We're playing it on Friday. But at the moment, I think this guy is ready for the museum. This is an M8 Greyhound, and actually this is the one we were using for the Star Horse movie, if you can believe it. We needed a tank interior, and I chose this because it seemed light enough for a repulsor tank. I needed something where I could do interior shots. This is a project that never got finished. This, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I really don't. Well, let's see what's in the scrapyard. Just a half track today. Well then. All right, King Tiger. I'll deal with you in a minute. But first, mailbox. Grab your shovel, we found something. Excellent. Now, what do I do? I forget how to do this part. Part shop, collectibles shop. Oh, this is new. I had to dig these up before. Okay, okay. That's new. Need help with renovation. Alright, I don't actually remember how to play this game. Here, decline this and this. Let me see if I can remember how to... What is more satisfying, car or tank mechanic stuff? I would argue you could sell the tank for more. Because you need to remember that a tank is a tank. You excited for Helldivers? I will tell you why you shouldn't be excited for the Helldivers movie. Because the director of the Helldivers movie has not played the Helldivers game. Wait, what's this? Extraction. Okay. This is how we do it now. Choose a vehicle. I don't know, mouse? Begin. All right, here we are. I think. Can I move? Can I move? Game. I have a mouse. But I cannot actually move. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now, I have some insanely good equipment for finding this stuff. Namely, a drone. A drone that I'm pretty sure has ground-penetrating radar. Yes. So really all we need to do is have him go in a, go in a pattern until he finds something. Begin. Something right there. It's not our tank, but it's something. That will probably be our tank. Oops. Put a marker right there. And then keep going. Another thing right there. In the meantime, how the hell do I get there? Alright, let's see. Engine. Would I play an airplane mechanic sim if there was one? Probably not. I mean, SJ, you could talk about tanks. How am I doing? I'm still sick, but I'm recovering. Slowly. We're gonna dig up some tanks today so that we could, just relax. Lights, please. I'd like to get over to this field. Now, let's see if I can find those markers that I placed. And the sun's going down. That's always fun, isn't it? All right. Kind of mission. What? But this is where the marker is. Oh wait, this is the first the first one we placed down. This is where the drone started. We need the other one. Alright, how do I put this back on the Jeep? I don't think I do. Should I just dig my own grave now, or later? I feel like I'm playing Slender the 8 Pages. Well, there's definitely something here, otherwise I wouldn't have put the marker down. Not that I can see anything, of course. Oh, don't worry, I'm just as blind as you are, chat. Uh-oh. I've, dug myself into a hole here. I'm out! I'm out! Oh my god! Here, quick, get back to the Jeep. It's the only light out here. Okay. Drone. Oh, there he is. I see him up there. Okay, we're just gonna... place a marker right there. Drop the shovel right here. I'm gonna move the car over here so we have some light. Oop. E to start the car. I'm going. Relax. Is there a reverse? There is. Right there is probably good. Because we know it's gonna be big. Supposedly we're digging up a mouse here. Okay, that got really dark really fast. Wait. Is that something? Do I have a flashlight? I thought I did. Well, the sun's coming up, apparently. That'll help. What am I looking at here? Yeah, SJ, I already made the Slender and 8 pages comparison. Okay, I am definitely standing on something. Because of course I remember when they botched the movie in 2018. I reviewed that movie in 2018. Well, I didn't review it in 2018, but I reviewed it. Okay, this is definitely a turret. And it is missing a barrel. Alright, we got one. Alright, let's see here. Yep. Drone, no. Dig! Yes. They say they ran into a water source? What? What do you mean? No, you didn't. You're looking right at it. It's fine. Anyway, there it is. Microsoft lost $500 billion. Great! I found a mouse. I'm gonna clean it. It's only letting me get to just under 50% clean. I think I might have to dig out more of it. The turret condition is not great. To use dynamite is stuck in the mud. It's a tank. We don't want to damage it. Even if it is the heaviest tank ever invented. Technically, the mouse never saw frontline use. Actually, technically is not the correct word here. It never saw frontline use. It was a prototype. Now I want to try digging up, What? What do you mean it's not suitable for activator? What do you mean it's not suitable for activator? There are things over there that I want them! Where's my shovel? I need to get more of it out of there. It's not letting me. It's not letting me. It won't let me dig the new tank out of the hole. Alright, now it just says it's just completely unclean, so... Oh, the tank is already clean, apparently. Let's get it on the trailer so we can actually get a good look at it. Where'd you put it? Where's the fucking trailer? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Oh, you beauty. Oh-ho. Beautiful. Heaviest tank ever built, you know. Even by modern standards, this is the heaviest tank ever built. All right, let's get it out of here. Tank is clean. If I remember correctly, that it will take it with us. Let's see. I don't see why it wouldn't. Hey! All right. So... first things first, let's get that turret off. Jesus. And let's get the engine out of there. Oh boy, not a lot of engine left on this thing. So there's a few steps to getting these things looking good. If I could just remember my buttons for this game. Okay. So step 1, rust removal, and that's this tool. Gotta get all the rust off. Now, ideally, we should do this before we do anything else. There are certain parts where the rust won't come off. We have to send those off to a specialty shop so that they can do it. The wheels down here are still attached. That's good. Might only have to just do the treads Now, in reality, like, doing something like this is gonna take about 500 times longer than what I'm doing right now. Maybe even longer than that. Oh my god, we're still doing the wheels back here? Oh, look at this! There's still shells in this thing. Why are they spent? Why are they spent shells? Okay, good. I don't need to send that off. Does this open? Does it not open? I don't remember this tool at all! What does this do? I don't remember this tool either! Oh, that looks terrifying. Angle grinder. What angles is it grinding? I don't remember any of these tools. There's still stuff in here that we need to... Rust removal. These come off? With great difficulty, yes. Let me see in there. Fell in. Okay, so that can be sanded. World's largest brake drums. All right, it's back on. 43 AP. Armor-piercing, high-explosive, CBC. I don't know what the CBC stands for. High-explosive anti-tank. High-explosive. Armor-piercing, high-explosive, CBC, whatever CBC is. Either way, Time to sand everything down. It must be all shiny and chrome. We get the rust off and we get the excess paint off. And we start over with the painting from scratch. That needs to go out for repairs. I'm seeing a bunch of things in here, actually, that... Here, let me... Okay, so those will sand down, but I can't imagine the radio is gonna cooperate. So here's the problem with mouse. It's a surprisingly complicated vehicle because this is where the engine is. This is where the driver is. Everyone else is back here. Which means you need to call your driver on the radio whenever you want to turn left. Who are they expecting to drive the Reed Richards? Well, you would have the driver up front, but the rest of the tank crew is back in the turret. You have to remember that the turret on this thing is about the size of a small tank chassis. It can house the entire crew. Minus the driver, who is already up front. We'll have to outsource all the other parts. Everything that I pulled out, that all has to be outsourced. By the way, I'm pretty sure the radio operator sits up here too. That's the dashboard. Here, why don't we, driver's seat. Just so I can get in here better. Okay, so everything in here is gonna cooperate. Or I should say everything that's left. Alright, now just very slowly go down the line here. I think we missed a wheel while we were, yes, we did. A few, actually. Actually, a lot. Wow, we were not thorough on this side. Oh, not that. Not yet. Just another one? Seriously? I'll tell you what I say to that. I'm just gonna give you a great big gigantic sandblasting. Okay, good. That one's good. Sandblast. There's one up there. Come on. Come on. Why aren't you... Why? There it goes. Yay! I haven't even looked at the goddamn turret yet. I'm still working on the body. That's not part of the tank. Now, thankfully, the engine's a little easier. The engine, we just have to sand. We don't need to paint it. We just need to, do the sandblasting and then, the assembly. The body and turret need to be, primed, and then they need to be painted. Alright. Let me see what's going on here. This is not a comfortable angle. I'm gonna need to climb inside this thing. Commander's seat, please. Seriously? He sits here? I don't know. I guess I was expecting him to be, more centered, I guess. You're commanding, what, an 80-ton war machine? Have it be more, momentous. Wrong thing. There we go. Yes, you'll be beautiful, whether you like it or not. So the periscopes we're gonna have to take out. There we go. Alright, the rear hatch wasn't cooperating. Wait, no, that's the driver's seat. Gunner's seat, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Oh, look at this! The tank still has a machine gun in it. How nice. Okay. There's the ammo hatch. That's so they can get the shells in and out. Now the question is, how the fuck am I getting on top of this thing? There we go. I gotta take these out. It's not letting me. Probably because the cover has to come off first. Stupid. I see that back there. That's better. There we go, that wasn't done. Not everything is sanded. Oh, that's primer. Never mind. I need to crouch under this because it's too big for the... This was definitely meant to accommodate smaller tanks. This garage. Putting a mouse in here kind of pushes the whole work area to its limit. I mean, like, this is big. But this... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Parts workshop. Mouse. We can just straight up buy a mouse. In fact, I could probably afford it. It's not like I'm lacking cash. Tank status. Analysis. Buy missing parts. All painted. 55,000. how did now how do I outsource again? There's a few pieces on this thing that we are gonna have to outsource. Holy crap, there are still things in there that have not been sanded. And whatever they are, it's the air pipes back here, but they're too far back for me to get at them. There's a whole ass turbine engine in there. Yeah. There's a whole ass turbine engine in there. Okay, let me get this started. This is the primer. We do this before we put the actual paint on. Yes, even the treads. I can't help but notice that a few of these things are missing bolts. And once the primer goes on, those bolts magically reappear. Why are you highlighting that as red? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Don't do that. That piece is perfect. Why would you do this to that piece? Why must you hurt him in this way? Before I even put the whole ass engine on this thing. Can you imagine how big the engine on this thing is gonna be? Like, how big of an engine do you put in an 80-ton tank? I kind of want to assemble the engine first. Driver's seat. That's probably good. Okay. Engine assembly. Put the piston rods on for the pistons, and then the piston, and that goes on to the engine head and another engine head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spark plugs on each side. For the record, your car has less than that. A lot less than that. There's a lot of valves on this thing. Valve arms. I just can't imagine how enormous this thing is gonna be. It was barely anything when we pulled it out of there. But then again, it's missing most of its parts. So what's the engine for an 80-ton war machine gonna look like once we put all the pieces back on? There's the camshaft and the timing cover. Alright, that was one side. I know. Good God. Engines are complicated. Here's an interesting thing, actually. I almost had an opportunity to go into automotives, but I didn't. Because the trade school offered graphic design and IT. Now, my first choice was IT, and my second choice was graphic design. I wasn't asked to be in IT. I was, however, asked to be in graphic design. And then the market for that fell off a fucking cliff. So I said, alright, screw it, I'll just use it for my YouTube. And that's what I've been doing ever since. But yeah, we could hear them below us because the garage was below where we were working. That was fun. My winter tank. You know there is a My Winter Car now, right? They made a new one called My Winter Car. Okay, good lord. You put all these pipes on here, it turned into a damn monster. Reduction gear cover. There is nothing simple about this tank. Good lord. That can't be all of it. Nah. That can't be the whole engine. You telling me that's the whole engine? Engine condition 100%. That's the whole engine. Huh. I don't know, I expected it to be larger. Yes, Bradley, I did a video for Cyberstan yesterday. I was on Cyberstan yesterday for hanging out, passing out juice to all the guys. We were having a hoot and a holler. I'm not sure those are clean. Oh wait, those are... Never mind. That's not actually part of the thing. My mistake. I like fighting the cyborgs. Most of them seem to go down well enough with the Senator. Especially the, Commander guys. I don't... But, yeah. Look, chances are tomorrow's stream is gonna be Helldivers anyway. Because that seems to be a really big thing right now. I've got 3 huge things on my plate right now. 3 big games. One of them being D&D. I have a lot of things on my plate at the moment. I'm trying to balance them. And there's also, at the same time, I need to take it easy because I still don't feel great. There are mods for Ghost of Tsushima. That's great, Czar. I have it on the PlayStation. So, yeah, I can't do that. That's off the table for me. But, yeah, it took Ghost of Tsushima a really long time to actually come to PC. Like, I got mine on the PS4. Back in, what was it, 2020 that game came out? Beautiful game. Oh, it's one of the top dogs. Like, in terms of looks, Ghost of Tsushima is one of the top dogs when it comes to graphics. It's ridiculous. Alright, here we go. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The actual paint. Or maybe you haven't been waiting for that. I don't know. Okay, so apparently a lot of this tank is just red. That's gonna bug me. This is a shitty airbrush. It's a paint gun. It does the job well enough. Especially considering I've maxed out all my stuff in this game. Yeah, I've played this a lot already. Alright. Treads. Tread wheels. These have been a constant source of pain for me through the whole rebuild process. Please stop being a pain. Get the tiny wheels in there. Get that tiny wheel. Oh, you fuck. You're not gonna get that tiny wheel, are you? Is that not done priming? It wasn't done priming. Okay. Pray to the Omnissiah. Remember when the Baneblade was considered a light tank? Kind of makes you wonder, what did you consider a heavy? The Mastodon was considered a super heavy? Oh, okay. They had something called a Mastodon. An awesome name, by the way. Just being really thorough. Making sure we get all of them. What about that thing in the back? Did we get that? I think we did, yeah. Get in here, clean it up, give you all your paint. This tank was beautiful once. It can be beautiful again. Switch to the gunner seat. Oop. Right, we've done a good job so far. The engine is perfect. I think now is a really good time to figure out that outsourcing. No, not organizer. I think it's the part shop. Or is it? I could have sworn it was over here or something. Crafting panel. There's nothing here. Why is there nothing here? Why? Status menu. Analysis. One of the guide rollers is done painting. Now it is. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, so... outsource repairs. This. Yeah, send these two. Why not? This, and this. Everything that I've pulled off of this thing. Have them all painted. Okay, that's done. They'll be back in a minute, and then we can actually put them on the thing. Now, for the exciting part. The assembly of the vehicle itself. The big, bad, burly beast of a tank. And the gun. That's its main gun. This right here, this is its secondary gun. Which normally is mounted on a smaller tank. Because normally its secondary gun is the main gun of a smaller tank. If that's not completely insane, I don't know what is! And you give it a coaxial machine gun. Jesus Christ. Personally, I would have mounted one on top, given this thing's inevitably slow turret traversal. The muffler. That's the muffler? Listen, we have one of these in the museums, and trust me, this muffler, it don't exactly do much. It's weird. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, figures. Some of the suspension arms are missing. Same with a few road wheels. Springs missing, suspension arms missing, road wheels missing. That'll do it. Now we can get the track belts on. Okay, now what's wrong? Also, importantly, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with this side? Oh, this side we haven't even started putting the treads on. That's what's wrong. These things are wider than my moped. That's ridiculous. Like, that right there, that's normal. That's fine. That's a heavy tank. That's fine. That's ridiculous. Driver periscope is back on. Speaking of periscopes. There we go. Beautiful. I believe that is a smoke launcher. So you could launch smoke to, at least hide the tank a little bit, though then again, I'm not sure how you hide something this large. You could fire blindly and hit the stupid thing. It's like shooting a building. You're just gonna hit it. Gearbox. What's going on in there? Fortunately, not much. Let's see if we could get this through the wall. Yep, that did it. Alright, hull interior. Ammo boxes. Ooh. Okay, they are way in the back, actually. That's why they're in various states of disrepair. Let me get up there and, see what I can do about them. Forgot to set it to the primer. Okay. Whole interior. Batteries. Batteries? Batteries. Ugh! Okay, these need to be outsourced. Or replaced entirely, because holy shit. Hey. Those are no good. Like, can you imagine that? You just dug this thing out of the ground. You lift up the battery cover, and the batteries are still in it. Can you imagine how much they must have leaked? since the 1940s. I see more issues down here. Rust removal is at 96.4, but sanding is only at 94.3. Which means the sanding hasn't caught up to the rust removal. And the rust removal isn't done. Oh, I am not taking those out. We'll do it like this. What's missing? One of the rotor wheels. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How have we still missed a wheel? There it is. The stupid son of a bitch. There we go. He's perfect. The wheels are perfect. Status. Hull interior. New batteries. Beautiful. There we go. Next. Hull interior. The backrest. They still need to be painted. Yeah, okay. It'd be really great if I could just, you know, get in there. Here. Interior, crocodile, alligator, I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Radio transmitter, receiver, and connector. There's your main radio and a couple of fire extinguishers. In case, you know, the tank, for whatever reason, catches fire. Driver's seat. No exterior sight. He has to use a periscope? It's a bit much. Though then again, how thick is the armor on this thing? Couple inches at least. Alright, hull interior is 100%. Now, the fuel system, supposedly the exhaust pipe here, has not been sanded, because of course you fucking haven't. Did that do it? Fans. There are fans in there that I'm just gonna have to take them out. Outsource that one too. It's not like we don't have cash to burn, and we are still insanely in the green right now that it doesn't even matter. Because, like, after I'm done with this thing, I'm gonna sell it and make... Well, let's see, what are we at? If we were to sell this right now... 1.4 million. And I'm not done with it. Let's work on turret interior. There's a couple cartridge caps missing here. Apparently those need to be bolted. Hull exterior. Missing a fuel hose. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's silly. That isn't painted. Ugh. There we go. Now, why aren't you letting me put on the last of the treads? What's missing here? What aren't you telling me? This one went on fine. Is it perhaps the fact that the above treads are not on? It could be. It needed more wheels. Put the track belt on, please. All right, the treads are on. Fuel system still needs work. Apparently the fans are still... They still need sanding? Really? Is that any better? No. Well, fan B is back. And apparently the oil tank and the oil cap are not great either. I think I caught a cold. What are your symptoms? I'm something of a cold expert right now. Because I have one. Taking all the fans out. And then we'll replace them. Anything I can't get at right now, like the starter fuel tank, we're gonna pull it out, we're gonna outsource it, and then put it all back in. I can afford it. Easily. So, yeah, whatever. It's $240. In the meantime, we'll work on other parts, like the turret interior. What's missing on the turret interior? One of the fans is not painted. It's the one on the back. That should be easy. That should do it. Turret exterior is, missing a guide roller. Now it ain't. Turret exterior condition is now 100%. Turret interior, what is missing? One of the basket hatches is apparently unpainted. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that would happen. Missing a couple guide roller supports. Hoist gears. Oh, fuck. What? Where even are those? Take these off. Alright, I see them. You want them painted, or is that good? You want them painted. Alright. Ooh, there's one on that side. Yeah, okay. Should be good. Just put the basket hatches back on. Turret interior 100%. Now it's just the fuel system, which I am now reassembling. Okay. Needs a bit more. It needs the radiator caps. Those are important. We do need those. Okay, supposedly she is in pristine, perfect condition. Move the turret back to the tank itself. Okay. That is very tall. Oh boy. And move the engine into the tank as well. Now, fuel. We have fuel, oil, and coolant. This is the first fuel tank. second fuel tank. Third fuel tank. Yeah. Yeah, she's a pig. She's gonna chew through a lot of fuel. Now, oil. Oil container number 1. Huh? Is that the only one? Oh, okay. And now coolant. Coolant container number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. The thing needs a lot of coolant. The engine gets extremely hot. And now, the excitement. I'm gonna take it for a drive! Oh, what did he just say? I'm gonna take it for a drive! Run! Run for your lives! Okay, we do have a little bit of a driving course for this thing. I have no idea how she's gonna handle. Alright, driver's seat. We do have an exterior camera, which I am absolutely going to need, unless this periscope works. Engine. Periscope kinda works. I think I'd still rather be outside. It's a Panzerkampfwagen Mouse! It has a top speed of about half a mile a day! I'm literally in a mouse and you're not! Beautiful machine! Alright, I'm gonna crack her up though and just really see what she can do speed-wise. About what you'd expect. Alright, I don't know how good she's gonna be on the hill. Let's see. It's a tank. What? What do you mean, what? We built it. We built that thing. I just spent the past 2 hours assembling that. You guys want to take it to the range? You don't need to answer that. I know the answer. Alright. Not sure how well off it is for ammunition. Here. Should be perfectly topped up now. Alright, so first things first, we need to head over to the driver's seat. Get the engine running. Take it up to the line. This absolute yeast of a tank. She is not fast. Definitely gonna lag behind your other panzers on the battlefield. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Good. And now we switch to the gunner's seat. Okay. What we have here is a 43 armor-piercing high-explosive CBC round. That's our primary. Secondary is a smaller shell. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Jesus. There's also a machine gun mounted on this thing. The gun on this thing is more than enough to pulverize any other tank in the field. It's a 128 mil. We'll knock out a Sherman with less. Knock out a Tiger with less, actually. Sherman's not a great comparison. How do we swap ammo? Hang on. Okay, that's how we get out of the tank. C's to change the view. It's G, I think. Okay, G is our secondary cannon, which is a 75 millimeter. It's faster to reload because it's smaller. But it is also lower velocity. And this is firing high explosive anti-tank rounds. A little higher. Higher. That's a hit. Ooh, pulverize that. I wasn't even aiming for him. I did not mean to hit the engine. All right, let's take it back. So like I said, we're gonna sell it. I already have one. I have no idea who's gonna buy it, or why. But it's worth, like, damn near 1.5 mil. It'd be crazy not to sell it. Okay. We have found a tank. Tank ready to be extracted. Okay. How do I accept it? Info about tank. We know where a hidden tank is. I could do another. What the fuck? Christmas tank? Halloween tank? How do I do the contract thing? Here we go. Start extraction. Quad. I have no idea what we're gonna get this time, but let's find out. Alright. Let the level load. First things first, we gotta find it. Tablet. So there's two sites I would like to sweep, if possible. Can you move the camera, please? Thank you. Start off with that. Ground penetrating radar. Ooh, a bunch of things, actually. Whole bunch. That might be our tank. See what else is there? There's more. Okay, so as far as I can tell, the whole damn site is just packed with goodies. It's the spot behind us, right? Man, this handles like trash. These must be the people who live here. Thanks for letting us dig up your yard. Alright, now supposedly this right here, this is the main wreckage. That's something. Oh, okay. I think it's a tank, but okay, definitely a tank. Definitely a tank. Panzer? Could be a Panzer. But what kind of Panzer? Panzer III, I'm guessing. It's got the slope there. It's looking very... Yeah, slope turret. It's looking very Panzer-like. Definitely a Panzer. Why did I guess that so easily? Beautiful. Look at you. You're beautiful. Don't let the other girls at school tell you otherwise. You're beautiful. Okay. Well, we definitely got a tank. So, let's call this in. While we're at it, I would like to dig... just this entire field up. I would just like to dig up this entire field if possible. Well, let's see, what have you found here in this new hole that I dug? You said you found something. Where is it? German cross. Is that all? Well, it's something. Dig there. In there. And everywhere. Obstacles in the way. There's a shovel in the way? Move the shovel! And now they've run into a water source, apparently. Now the pressure washer is in the way. God, you have more complaints. Wait. What the hell? Oh, so what? You dug up the tank? You bury everything else? What a waste of money. Tank is clean. Clean tank is a happy tank. Alright, let's get it on the trailer. We're losing daylight here. Let's get it back to the shop and then I'll take a look at it. And once again, we thank the family that lives here for letting us completely destroy their yard. We spent $13,000 tearing up their yard. Oh, dang, look at you. You got a hole in you. There's one more shot. We'll leave that for just a second so that I can perfect you. What's the problem here? An oil cap? Deep in the interior of the tank? My favorite tank! Outsource the repairs on it. While you're doing that, I'll take you apart. Take the turret off. And get the engine out of there. See, now that's more reasonable for an engine size. I mean, this is just a Panzer IV. It's a much more reasonable Panzer. The more modest Panzer. Before Hitler wanted a vehicle that could contain his sizable ego. Why does this still have all its ammunition in it? Don't like that. That's concerning. Okay, those belts are gonna need to be outsourced. I'm wondering if we can knock this thing out before D&D. Shall we give it a shot? Panzer IV is a little less complicated than the mouse. It's easier to get around the vehicle, too. I think we have a shot. And look at this, I can see all her road wheels. Oh, this is so much more manageable. Why didn't we start with something like this? Or a half track or something. Alright. I'm gonna finish you now. Because you must be perfect. And then you're going back to the museum. I don't want to see you in here again. That's got to come off. That has to come off. The V-belt has to come off. The other V-belt. Certain parts of this thing, we're gonna have to outsource the repairs. That's inevitable. Was my day netta? What? That's not a word. I've actually been super busy, despite being sick. I have been really busy because there's a lot of fucking things going on. For some reason, game companies have decided, oh, hey, we're gonna do everything this week. So, I'm dealing with the, Foxhole Air update to the best of my ability. And I am dealing with the, Cyberstan invasion as well. Plus, I got a really big D&D thing. So I gotta get that ready. So yeah, things have been hectic. Not so fun. Especially when I've been trying to recover. Look at this little guy. Look at the size of this turret. Look how much more... Look how reasonable this turret is. Oh my goodness. God, you could fit this turret inside of the mouse turret. It's ridiculous. Alright, so for that hole, we're gonna need this. Just patch that. Should be good. All right, now, do. Outsource the repairs on all of those. And we buy the missing parts on this thing, total of $9,500. Which is cheap. We can absolutely afford that very, very easily. In the meantime, let's do some sanding. We want to make sure everything is primed and painted before we start putting the remaining pieces on. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with this thing. I've already got a Panzer IV over in the museum. We'll probably sell this one too. Come on. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. No, that can stay. What is that? Extinguisher. That needs to be outsourced. Is that good? It doesn't look good. I guess it is. Beautiful. Oh, mail. Somebody gonna get that? Somebody get that? I'm in a tank right now. Can somebody get that? How's the top look? Pretty okay. Alright. Sand down the engine. That's the primer. Stupid. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. And now we paint the whole thing red. Why is the primer red? Hell if I know. you go. There we go. There's an almost zen-like feeling to it. It's like watching those power washing videos, you know? Something very satisfying about... Yeah, we started with this, and at the end of all of that, we took it to the range and fired the main gun. Wait, what is that? Oh, there's a door missing here. Oh, it'll be in the parts we ordered. Here we go. Don't listen to what any of those other tanks tell you. You are beautiful. Except the Tog. The Tog is very ugly. Seriously, that's an ugly tank. Primer's not done on that. Lovely. Some nice paint on this. Very good. Going with the standard gunmetal gray. They favored this color for some reason. All right. Let's put together an engine. I'm not sure how much engine there is to put together. Is that it? Is that the whole thing? Oil filter down the bottom just needs to be sanded. And yeah, that's the whole engine apparently. Okay, little disappointing. Can't win them all. I was prepared to put in more spark plugs. Oh, that's the brake drum hatch. So in case you wanted to know where you go to steal the brake drums, there it is. Not sure how much good that's gonna do you. I don't know how essential the brake drums are for the operation of the tank. You see, the engine goes back here. Auxiliary generator. Should be a couple of things in here. Extinguisher, cooling water outlet, gas mask container. You don't want to get gassed inside of a tank. I've played enough Foxhole to tell you that. All tankers in Foxhole wear gas masks. It's kind of mandatory. Alright, let's see. I think this is a turret basket. Get all the seats in there. We get this here. And that'll allow us to put the main gun in. And the muzzle brake. Now she's starting to look like a tank. I mean, she kind of did before, but she had a really tiny barrel. All the other tanks in the yard were making fun of her. Gearbox! Oh boy, that's what I was afraid of. Let's see, okay, I need to get into the driver's seat, please. Good. What's next? Okay, thank God, the gearbox is finished. That should be reachable. Hang on. It's not, though. How the fuck? Oh, it's on the outside, isn't it? Is it? Oh. A doy. You gotta take the cover off and then take the cap off. Adoy. You sanded that, right? I'm just making sure. Checking. Looks good. Just attach the fuel hose. And that should be it. Interior, what's missing? The floor piece that I took out. That should do it. She's perfect. Put the turret back on and we'll put the engine back in. Alright, let's see. Fuel. Okay, so that's where the fuel is on a Panzer IV. We're all underneath the crew compartment. That's not concerning at all. Oil. Well, at least it's only got the one oil tank. Coolant. And it's only got one coolant tank as opposed to the mouse, which had, what, 4? Yeah, something like that. She looks good. Alright, turn her on. She's a lot quieter than I thought she would be. A lot quieter. Alright, let's take her for a drive. Okay. Driving range. Driving range. Driver's seat. There's no way I'm gonna be able to see out of that. It's surprisingly quiet in here. Surprisingly quiet out here, too. She definitely handles faster than the mouse, though that was to be expected. Like, this is the engine at 25%, and it's going as fast as the mouse goes normally at top speed. Let's see if she can do the hill. Oh, she'll do the hill. I'm stuck being a console gamer. I'm pretty sure they ported this to Nintendo Switch. Yeah. This thing actually handles pretty nice. It doesn't really seem to want to behave until you get it up to top speed. But then it behaves pretty good. I like her. Okay. She's pretty good. Way better performance than the last thing we drove out here. Yeah, that thing. Ugh. Alright, sell it. I already got one. I don't need another one. 93,000. Whatever. 93,000 for a tank? Yeah, that's pretty good. Want to see what's in the scrapyard. Who buys tanks? Tank collectors. Tank collectors. Tank collectors. What do we got here? You look interesting. I don't recognize the make. Panther? M18 Hellcat. Delightful little American tank. That was gonna be my second guess. Sherman. Boring. Easy guess. What are you? Pershing? You look Pershing. Pershing. There's a funny one. She's in bad shape. These look like they need a lot of parts. They do. They do. They do need a lot of parts. As you can see here, this thing is missing its entire gearbox and all of its treads. I will save it! Because it's not like I'm lacking the cash. I've got tanks laying around everywhere. This thing, we were literally using for the movie. It's still here. It's still here. You guys want to, if we want to keep doing Revenge of the Mouse. We needed a tank interior, and we chose that thing for, the hover tank. The hover tank scene. Ooh, yeah, alright, that engine does not look good. Let's give her all the attention she needs. I'm not familiar with the Pershing. I cited its profile right away, but Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with this particular tank's service record. Radio needs to be outsourced. Does that need to be outsourced? Yep. But yeah, scrapyard tanks, as in the ones that we pulled directly out of the scrapyard on my property, they need a lot of work. But it's a lot more fulfilling when you do finish one from the scrapyard. The mouse I have on display in the museum came from the scrapyard. Wow. Oh my god. Look at this interior. Gaze upon it and see that it is empty. That is beautiful. It's got a few scorch marks here and there. Took a few shots right on the front there. Wow. What a champ. How the hell do you take a shot there? Alright. Sanding. Took some aspirin and I'm feeling loads better. You should try Dayquil. You'll feel real good after Dayquil. The only problem with Dayquil is I don't think you can take it with anything else. And also, the box of Dayquil I bought cost me $20. Please give generously through channel memberships and super chats as I continue on the road to recovery. Oh, but hey, yesterday I did film some gaming channel. And yes, it was Helldivers. Gonna grab some cold meds. Dayquil! Best cold meds. Dayquil gets Headhunter Productions seal of approval as best cold meds. My lips are dry. Oh, almost missed that. Did I miss anything in here? No, looks good. We move on to priming. Nope, that's painting. We need priming. I don't think we have enough time to finish this tank, but we're gonna do what we can. Frankly, I picked it up because, wow, we finished that Panzer really quickly. Really quickly. I thought that was gonna take way longer. go. We're already on painting. Now, once we're done here, we're going to do a parts inspection just to make sure everything is sanded and painted before we outsource the part repairs, and then we buy all the parts this thing is going to need. Which, unfortunately, will be a lot. Because this thing is missing most of its pieces. Including its entire gearbox. Which is never fun to put together. Okay. 100%. Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Commander's seat. No. Check it again. Good. And good. Well, actually, before we do that, outsource. And now, buy missing parts, which is going to cost us $38,000. We'll start here with the equilibrator spring and the gun breech and the gun manlet and the barrel and the muzzle brake. It's starting to look like a tank already. Interior's a little bit to be desired, though. Pistol port for when you need to shoot someone with your little pistol. Sometimes dang old tank cannon not good enough. Gotta hit him with a 45 ACP. How fast can the Nate Cooper Tank Museum assemble a tank? Let's find out. Looks great so far. Dip, bap, and boom. Treads are going on. It's starting to look like a tank. There's the sprocket wheel going in. Oh, that's what's missing. Suspension arm. There's your road wheel. Beautiful. Alright, we're putting the fans in the back, the right fuel tank, and the left fuel tank, and the fuel pump hose, and the connecting hose, and the air intake manifold, and the right exhaust pipe, and the differential housing, and the differential gears, and the differential gears, and the differential cover, and the gearbox shaft, and the gearbox, and the engine cover, and the engine hatches. Transmission cover. Beautiful. Now get me on the interior. I need to know what's going into this thing. Panel stand. Cockpit. A box. Another box. Driver assistant periscope. Driver periscope. What's the driver assistant? Heck if I know. I don't know. How do you assist in driving? Hatch. The front light cover. Why would you cover the light? Then it doesn't work. This is making sense. Engine. Carburetor, oil pan, that thing, the crankshaft, the ignition magneto, the oil pan breather, clutch housing. Ooh, that needs a lot of bolts. The electro starter. Yep. The ignition cable. The other ignition cable. What else do you need? Don't you lie to me! I know you need more things. The dipstick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's an important piece of the engine. And now the engine is done. We've got hull interior stuff. I need a steering lever. Got it. I need this thing. What else? Hull interior is 100%. Okay. Locker is going back in. Radio is going back in. No way. What? Okay. How come we just did that in like 20 minutes and the mouse took us 2 hours? Put the engine back in. Put the turret back on. The chassis looks great, but the turret makes it look stupid. What was this supposed to be? A medium or a heavy? Was this a heavy tank?
Arthur, get out of the tank.
You're not my daddy.
Get out of the fucking tank. I am your dad.
You're not my dad.
I am your dad. Get out of the fucking
I'm in a tank
Hey,
and you're not.
I will call
I'm
Mr.
literally
Middleton.
in
Get
a
out of the fucking tank.
I'm literally in the tank. You're
Get
not.
out of the
You're not my dad.
It's a heavy
Literally
tank.
Get out of the tank.
Tell Major Middleton, I don't give a fuck.
Get out of the fucking tank.
No.
Okay.
It's a heavy tank, developed in World War II and used extensively in the Korean War. 90mm gun, arrived too late for significant World War II impact, though. So this is a heavy tank. This is probably... Yeah, okay, you know what this is? This is probably, the answer to, tank crews asking for something that could get through German armor. Because more often than not, German armor had better armor and guns. And, like, our tanks just couldn't punch through them, so there was constant need for a better tank. This was probably the answer to that. But it didn't get there in time. Alright. Let's fuel it up. Huh. Apparently there was still fuel left in this thing. That's concerning. It's a diesel engine. We might need to flush the whole system. I don't know about that. Coolant. Rev her up. Oh, Jesus. I didn't think she'd be that loud. That is way louder than I was prepared for. I'm gonna take her to the driving range. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Driver's seat. Wait, am I gonna be able to... Oh boy. Alright, well, start by hitting the engines. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be an awful experience. Huh. Actually, this handles the best so far. The handling on this is actually very nice. take it up the hill. Yeah, no, she can do it. Okay. Back her up. She handles like a dream, but she's loud. So loud. Oh my God, the enemy's gonna hear you coming from 18 miles away, probably. There's a loaded gun. Oh, they're all loaded. All my tanks are in pristine condition, and they all run. They are all battle ready, actually, I should say. You could send these to the front lines, and they would work. Not well. They're all World War II era tanks, but they are operational. Selling this one, 57 grand. Easy money. I want to make a comparison real quick. I'm loading up our museum real quick. There's a lot to load in the museum. Like I said, lots to load. Why are you in the wrong place? I'm thrilled you're back to 100%, but why are you in the wrong place? Beautiful. Alright, I came in here to draw comparisons with you. You're the biggest thing here. No! Actually, I think the Pershing was louder! Pretty sure the Pershing was definitely louder. What about you? Oh my God, you. I forget sometimes that the Sherman has a goddamn turbine engine. Look at the size of that sucker in there. You can't really see it. So how loud are you? Huh. Actually, that's quite soothing. That's not bad. I could do ASMR to that. That's pretty good. Good girl. Good girl. You are very quiet. Now, what about you? My Panzer II. This thing's basically an infantry support tank. Why are you this loud? You don't need to be this loud. You weigh maybe 10 tons. God damn it. What about the Goliath? This is real. This was a real thing. A lot of people don't know about the Goliath, actually. This is a tracked mine. Now, the way it works is this would be packed with explosives, and you would drive it up to enemy tanks, and you would detonate it right next to the enemy tank. It was a remote control bomb, basically. How loud is it? Louder than you would expect from a motor that size. A lot louder than you would expect for a motor of its size. I could assemble one of those in 5 minutes if you guys want. I just have to find one. Alright, what about you? How loud are you? It should be quiet. Oh, yes, you purr like a kitten. A beautiful, beautiful, deadly kitten. Because you're beautiful. You are the most beautiful one here, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Yes. This is literally my favorite tank. Yeah, I don't know why the Pershing is so dang loud. Alright. It would be unfair if we didn't compare it to the Tiger 1. Which, yes! Mine does run. I mean, that just sounds different. I'm not sure why it sounds like that. There is only one functional tiger left in the world, and that's at Bovington. The reason because of that is because they sabotaged all of their Tiger 1s before they were captured. But there was one that they managed to get to in time. And it was a total crapshoot that we got it. Now, the chances of us actually having a Goliath out here are not very good. There's usually like 2 or 3 things out here. Only seeing 2. Sherman or something. Looks like a Hellcat. I think it's a Hellcat. It's a Hellcat. That there, that's a pet project. I think I dug that out, I don't know, back when I last played this game. The Churchill AVRE has been sitting on my to-do list forever. Problem with the Churchill AVRE is it's not a true battle tank. I believe it's a recovery vehicle. It's a modified Churchill meant to recover vehicles. And this, the Greyhound, well, this isn't a tank at all. And this? Oh, this is a T-34. Missing all its treads. Yes, comrade, it came this way. Came out the factory without threads. Sometimes they come out without gun. That's true. Don't believe the lies they tell you about the T-34. Do not believe that it was superior engineering, because it was not. They just made a lot of them, and they made them in a hurry. Sometimes with very big design flaws. Goliath SDKFZ303. Though we only have 10 minutes. Like, if it was out in the scrapyard, yeah, I'll do it. I could do a Goliath in like 5 minutes. It's not big. Frankly, I thought we were only going to assemble 1 or 2 tanks today. We ended up doing 3. Come on, Goliath. Why are you only giving me Hellcats and Shermans? This is a late production Sherman, actually. Sherman would take too long, though. Especially with the entire engine missing. Jesus Christ. Not a lot of vehicles I can put together in 10 minutes. All right. What do we call it? Okay. Oh my God, who's pinging me? Wait a minute. Steve is requesting another day, and quite frankly, I wouldn't mind another day as well. What does he mean by another day? Hang on, let me figure this out. I mean, I could use the evening to do other things. I really wouldn't mind having the night off. Things are really hectic right now. And Foxhole has its update, and Cyberstan needs to be invaded. Let me just see what Steve is suggesting. Because I'll be honest, my voice is not 100% right now. This right here, we're just taking it easy. We're having a nice, quiet evening. Let's just keep going for the time being, while we wait for Steve to respond. Let's go get that Goliath. Like, at the very least, we could go get it. Give it a minute to load. Okay. The site is right over here. Begin. There's something. Another thing. There's a big thing. That's probably our Goliath. Got another. Okay. Start with the small things. Oops. I didn't want to get in the Jeep. Alright, let's see what you found here. Whatever it is, it's really, really tiny. What the shit? How the hell am I supposed to find it in this? Well, you couldn't hand it to me? Here, hang on. I asked Steve if he's suggesting we delay session another 2 weeks, and then I said, it's okay if you say yes. Hey, don't we have a metal detector or something? Hang on. Is that it? Eastern metal. Yeah, alright, that blends right into the ground. Metal detector was the way to go. Going a circular sweeping pattern. Some might call it a spiral. For some reason, I'm not finding anything here. Alright, what about the other hole? Well, this is weird. This is very weird. Alright. Mark the location on, that. Okay. I'm on my way. Okay, I'm hitting something. Come on. Ugh. What the fuck? Okay, there's no way it's that large. What the shit? There it is. Alright, we got it. We got it exposed, at least. It's like buried in a layer of rock or something. Alright, call for the excavation, people. Oh, wait, no, not this thing. This is my, magnetometer. It's also, it's also ground-penetrating radar. We use ground-penetrating radar. Neat, huh? Alright, let's see what we got here. It's just a little guy. And he is clean. Alright, do we really need to load this onto a flatbed? I mean, we could probably put it in the back of my Jeep. What the shit? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Well, here it is. No need to take the turret off, but we will take the engine out. Which, yes, this thing did have an engine. Alright, well, let's get started. I'm guessing it's for clearing mines. No, it is a mine. There's a remote control explosive. They used thousands of these things. Not a lot of people know about the Goliath. I don't blame you for not knowing what it is. 'Cause it's a more obscure piece of tech. It's a funny little thing. Get those off. A couple ignition cables on there that don't want to cooperate. Spark plugs aren't cooperating either. Very well. Outsource repairs. Buy missing parts. 1,500. It's not a lot. In the meantime, we can prime it and paint it. Probably in time for... Probably before the parts are even finished. Haha. Some tiny bolts right there. Fan shroud. Fan. This is the diesel version of the Goliath. There was an electric one later in the war, which was cheaper to make. That might be the entire motor. Yes, I believe it is. Alright. Here's the steering cable. The entire tread. Doesn't take much. Gearbox. Drive chain? Drive chain. Drive chain. So what, do I need to outsource you, or what? Probably. 1 second. Drive chains. In the meantime, was there anything else? Wheels. Missing a sprocket wheel. Oh, right, I just took that off. Exterior. Yeah, I took those off too. Turret. It doesn't have a turret. Yeah, just the pieces I took off. It's not big. Are they done yet? Yes. Now that I've had to completely disassemble the front side of the mine. And there she is. Fuel this thing up. It has one very small fuel tank in the back. I can't imagine... Engine is not into... What? Yes, it is. Engine. Engine. Move engine to tank. Do I have to test the engine first? Yep. It works. Yeah, now it'll let me do it. Okay. Okay, how do we do this? Driver slot. Okay. I can't imagine it's very fast. Yeah, I was correct. See how it does on the pipes. Poorly, but it goes. Okay, that's enough of that. Steve is finally getting around to replying. It feels like I'm driving an RC tank. Let's get this back to the workshop. And let's sell it. $15 grand. For that tiny thing. They made thousands of them. Blah. D&D just got called off. I called it off for clarification. Okay. So we did a few tanks. I just don't want to work on this stupid thing. Ah! I'm all sweaty. I gotta take my hoodie off. All right. Even though D&D has been called off, we can just call it there, though. We'll be back tomorrow. Good Lord, I need to blow my nose really bad. 1 second. Okay, that's better. But not by much. Okay, so let's see, who can we raid right now? Lifu. Lifu is live. Lifu is never live. We will raid Lifu. And I will take the evening to work on, I don't know, gaming channel stuff or something. That's easy enough. I'm not ready to jump into another Matt's Mind episode or something. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. A big thanks to our channel members. They give me the cash I need to buy more tanks for the Nate Cooper Tank Museum. Until next time.